Cowboy Charlie. What are you doing here?
Dadgummit, we did the first 3 steps. We got us a posse, we got us a legislator on our team, we got a bill written, and you told me step 4 is to bring this here bill to the Capitol and advocate. How am I stepping in the fudge again?
It's December, and the General Assembly isn't here right now.
What do you mean?
Don't you remember when I told you the schedule of the legislative session?
Sure, yeah, but I didn't listen to what you said at all.
Awesome, thank you. The General Assembly in Georgia only meets from January until April. See here? The Georgia General Assembly is done by the time the Masters Party happens in April.
The Masters is a golf tournament, the biggest one, in fact.
Whatever the Masters is, that's when the legislators go back to their normal lives for the rest of the legislative session.
Okay, so what do I do for now?
Since we have some time, let's get ready and do some planning ahead for the legislative session.
That sounds boring. I'm ready for action now.
Well, when you get into the assembly, do you know what to do?
Take a number. Ask for help.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the help you need right now. So saddle up, cowboy. Don't miss your chance to make a difference. First, we need to be aware of the actual process that your bill must take to become a law. In the Georgia General Assembly, this is how a bill becomes a law. It starts with us. We express interest and get a bill written. Then a lawmaker sponsors our bill. This means that it gets a first reading.
They're just gonna read the whole thing out loud? It's gonna take a while.
I know, we learned.
Whereas...
No, this is just where it is filed with the clerk of the House or the secretary of the Senate, depending on where your bill starts in the Senate or the House. And the Speaker of the House or the President of the Senate decides which committee it then goes into. At this point, the bill has been introduced.
Nice to meet you, Bill.
Once it is in the committee, the bill needs to have a hearing and be voted on by the committee to pass to the full House or Senate. Once it is voted out of the committee, the bill needs to first stop by the Rules Committee and then be proceeded from there for a full vote. Once it is voted on by one chamber, the House or the Senate, it needs to go to the other and go through the committee, rules, and full vote process again.
It's gotta do the whole process twice? Holy Toledo.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then once both chambers pass it, it needs to be signed by the governor.
I didn't really follow any of that.
I'm sure you didn't. It is a lot. But we have the whole process written out on our website, scienceforgeorgia.org. And because of this huge process, there are a lot of places for your bill to die by either being ignored or voted down. But there are plenty of places for your posse to take action.
I am all about action. I'm sure glad I got my posse with me.
Yeah, that was something I was going to talk to you about. You lost a few during the bill writing.
Well, it was boring, and not everyone could get involved as much. Like, we can't have everyone in every meeting with the lawyers.
Right, but now that you have a bill entering the General Assembly, you need more people to speak out in favor of your bill, calling their reps and putting the pressure on.
We're gonna need a bigger posse.
That's right. Remember when we talked about those onion layers?
I do not forget onions.
Well, now you are going to really push out to the 3rd and 4th layers of that onion. It's time to do outreach with the goal of getting people to hand out flyers and make phone calls.
That's hard. People really don't do the telephone call anymore.
No, they sure don't. But that's why they are so powerful. It also means you need a motivated bunch.
I need to motivate them?
Yes. The best ways to work up the energy of your crowd and gain grassroots support need to make the crowd feel a certain way. That they can make change happen, and that change is important, and maybe also that it would be fun to be part of the community that is making the change. The best way to do this would be with activities.
We had a pig shaving raffle last month.
Okay. So the events and activities should be frequent. You don't want to lose momentum. Simple to make it feel easy and natural to attend. And make it feel like they're making a difference. It can't just be climb a tree for better farm policy. There has to be some sort of connection or meaning to the activity.
So do I have to give a speech?
Oh, please don't. I mean, generally no. These activities can fall into a few different categories. Making the change directly. Temporary and partial solutions like cleanups, food distributions, and community gardening days can help the community see how great change can feel. Testing the air and water to track for pollution problems, too. Fundraising. Money makes the other events shine. Canvassing and outreach. Every event is a chance to get the word out, but sometimes that is the main goal. Flyers and awareness can do a lot. Visioning. Town halls and forums to hear from the community are essential. People are more likely to hear you when they feel like they have a platform. The more interested members of the community will realize that you are just keeping them busy with these events and will want to do something more direct. Invite them into being a part of the organizational team and decision-making process. Let the crowd motivation guide you. And most importantly, calling and writing and showing up at the Georgia General Assembly. You gotta put the pressure on.
Okay, yeah, we can do this stuff.
The Georgia General Assembly is only during a few winter months, but grassroots advocacy is year-round.
You don't have to wait until a bill is written to start with this stuff. Actually, you should start building this momentum as early as possible. But we needed to separate these videos into topics.
Specifically for the Georgia General Assembly, here are some great things that you can do. To make that outreach impactful, create a toolkit that has 1. A sample email/phone call to a legislator. Make sure that people are contacting their own legislators, not just random legislators. So tell them how to find who they're looking for. 2. Create talking points around your issue. 3. Create a flyer about your issue. You need something physical to leave behind with people. It creates a connection. 4. An elevator pitch about the bill and why it needs to pass. These are all listed online at our website. Remember all those places your bill could die? You need to take action at each of those steps. Once your bill is assigned to a committee, you need to get it to have a hearing. Talk to your legislator who is sponsoring the bill and find out if you need to have people call the members of the committee to ask for a hearing. If so, write targeted emails to ask for the bill to have a hearing. Use that elevator pitch.
Be polite.
Oh, that's right. Please be polite. Bringing your anger or frustration doesn't help anyone. Show up on the designated hearing day and remember to bring your photo ID. You can go to the hearing and talk about your bill.
Wait, I can just show up? It's finally my time.
This is your time to shine, Cowboy Charlie. Go to that hearing location and prepare a less than 2-minute statement on your bill. Once your bill is successfully voted out of committee, it needs to get out of the Rules Committee. Here is another chance for you to shine. Again, talk to your bill sponsor and ask if the bill needs help getting out of rules. If it does, again, have people call the Rules Committee and ask for it to be moved to the floor. All right, now it is on the floor. You need a vote. Bring your posse down to the Capitol to advocate for the bill. Both the House and the Senate have a system where you can pull people to the ropes. Ropes. No, don't do that. At these ropes, you fill out a form and ask to see your representative or senator. When they come out to see you, be quick and use your elevator speech. Give them a flyer. Take a photo with them. All right, now rinse and repeat for the other chamber.
The whole process again? Darn it. Is there a secret access code that I need to follow my bill through all these steps? How do I stay in the know?
Fortunately, it's all available on the Georgia General Assembly website. And you can go to our Speak Up for Science guide and online and watch videos on how to find all this information. You can also watch your bill move through the process and what all these fancy terms like in committee and House readers all mean. To keep track of how Cowboy Charlie and his bill are doing, you can just imagine it in your head because Cowboy Charlie isn't real.
What?
But there are plenty of real bills and real issues passing through the Georgia State Legislature. Go keep track of them online. Everything you need to know can be found on the Georgia General Assembly website. The Georgia General Assembly is a public house. It belongs to you, so you can go and watch and follow along with what's going on. And possibly you will meet groups of people who are interested in these issues keeping track with you.
Or even better, you can talk with local groups like Science for Georgia and ask us what is going on in the Assembly this year. There is never a bad time to start.
We won!
Bye.
The following presentation was made possible by supporters like you. Consider making an impact today by honoring Science for Georgia with a gift, or by joining our Catalyzer Network.